appointment with renewal by Anderson, call 571-459-7900. X marks the spot. Now get Xfinity Internet for 12 months. That means full saver. That includes Netflix, TikTok, and Xfinity at $25 a month, plus stream saver for $15. All your favorites, all in one place, all for one low price. For more X marks the spot. Switch to Xfinity, the network you want streaming, and turn on the good stuff.
Neutralize acid on contact. Spelled unique.
How far would you go to control the fragrance in your home? There's an easier way. Try Airwick Vibrant with 2 times more natural essential oils for up to 120 days of amazing fragrance for dual pack. Now that's a breath of fresh Airwick.
Miyama myself, Zambia and Kambisa. Submit me a
Toby Young had been found sitting alongside an escaped convicted murderer in a truck barreling down a Tennessee highway. Just then, the police car sped up from around behind us and cut over in front of us and slammed on their brakes. And Don said, Florida, you forgot. As John Maynard drove even faster with dozens of state troopers in pursuit,
Semi bomb Diana, Tambia,
brought her to this moment. She made the fateful decision. Kind of sick to my stomach. And part of me was excited about what was going to happen, and part of me was wishing that we had never gotten this far. It's hard to really even imagine the excited part. I mean, you're about to blow up your life. Yes, but I felt like my life needed to be blown up in some way. It didn't make sense, but I don't think love very often makes sense. You heard it right. Toby says, this is a love story. She says she first noticed John Maynard about a year and a half earlier as she was walking across the street. He was walking straight at her. Not John Maynard. Maynard soon joined Toby's program. Nothing happened between them until about a year later, when Maynard came to Toby's rescue. She was being threatened by an inmate who had cornered her. I was terrified. I saw John Maynard this inmate that was and I felt this sense of relief because I thought, oh, now here comes somebody that can help me. Toby started spending more time around Maynard, who was 20 years younger. We would have these really conversations about, life. And this was something I've been craving the line. We were just setting up for the event, and he just leaned over and kissed me. We were just on cloud 9. Like unquenchable. $1.26. Change. There's a big smile on their face. Was your husband?
Yeah, $1.46 back.
It's going on with Toby. I do think he noticed a difference, but he couldn't put his finger on it. And then at one point, he said to me, I didn't know better. I would think you're having an affair. Toby said by that point, it seemed like the perfect relationship had been in a slow decline for 20 years. Ever since they tragically lost their children shortly after birth. Despite their growing divide, Toby and her husband quietly went about living their white picket fence life. She focused on raising her sons, became an avid soccer mom, and like so many women, was the glue that held her family together. But she never felt appreciated. I was just invisible because I was trying to be a good person. And, you know, I knew I was invisible to my husband.
12.
And everybody knew they could depend on me to do something, so they just quit.
24 horsepower, 24 chicken. Okay, 24.
Battled the cancer.
41
Grown
goals.
kids had moved out of the house.
2
So he
years
says
and about
depression.
2-4. Yes,
I
$2.
was driving somewhere and I was thinking,
Dollar
oh,
something.
I could just pull over and
Target so about $23.
you know, and
Yes,
and
$23.
I thought to myself,
Okay, until we're 41. That's the target to
what is it that you
dollar
need to
29.
get away from?
What target?
The answer she realized was her marriage. When Megan suggested Toby help her escape so they could be together,
Multiply by 1.29.
what if? Is a part of you wondering
Like
there's
that.
a
I hope right. $30, 96.
and
Oh, man, the box on
away from her to escape?
No, so back we yeah, then once was San Bible, and America. Because I mean, 41 and 39. I mean, $30 in Gonya 39.
I know you don't need to bring anything out and run away with this person to escape that marriage. I do know that. So many women, I'm sure, have had that feeling of, I mean, I just want to get away from it all. But you do realize this is nuts. It is crazy. It's totally nuts. But that's the path I chose. About a month before D-Day, she came up with a plan. Made it would lose weight, 25 pounds to be exact, so we could fit into a cardboard box that could fit into one of Toby's dog crates. Then Toby went to the storage unit, emptied her bank accounts, disguised herself as Molly's Rose to buy the getaway truck, then silently bid farewell to her old life and to each of her friends. I think as a mom, that's the hardest part for me is that I couldn't say goodbye to my children. It was definitely the hardest part, and I don't know how I thought that would work. On that Sunday, Toby nervously drove the safe harbor van to the prison. After the dog floated into the van, she drove back out, past the guards, past the barbed wire, fearing what would happen next, and hoping a little they would wouldn't. I would say, John, are you in it? And he didn't answer. And I thought, thank God, he's not in there. And I'll just give you a dog adoption. And we don't have to do this thing. And then I heard this maniacal laugh. And I thought, oh, crap, he is in there. And I pulled over and I just stopped. And then he's, popped his arm out of the box that was in the crate and said, drive, Toby, drive. They traveled at night, mostly on backcountry roads. But then, just 15 minutes from their hideaway, they got lost. Toby saw a side of Maynard she'd never seen before. He said, I don't know why I brought you along if you can't even figure out directions. And he was all upset and mad, and he was driving the truck really fast and swirly. Were you scared? I was scared at that moment. I was really scared because I thought, I don't know who this person is. By the time they arrived at the cabin they rented, he was back to the charming Karen Mack she'd given up her life for. And here, for the first time, there were no guards or prison walls to keep them apart. So what's it like finally being able to be with the man you're in love with? It was beautiful and it was wonderful, and it was probably the best part of our relationship. Was the intimate part of our relationship that you were finally able to share a bed together. Yes. I felt so loved and I felt so treasured and I felt so worthy. And, at that moment I thought, well, it was all worth it. Everything you've done, you say goodbye to your family, your children, your mom and dad, possibly that you could go to prison at that moment. It felt like this is why I did it. They passed the days playing cards in board games, over romantic dinners by candlelight. They made plans to create new identities and start a new life. Perhaps in Boston, but it wasn't meant to be. They had made a mistake in their plan, a big one. Remember, Toby had given the car dealer her hideaway address in Tennessee. This is the definition of almost a dumb criminal. That's not no fun. It turns out I wasn't a very big criminal, I think. And apparently not that good at hiding either. In this life, it's nothing to count from time to time, to eat at a steakhouse, buy a guitar from Maynard, and then finally, to see a movie and buy a GPS at the mall. The same mall where U.S. Marshal Jason Nutt spotted their truck. The first thing I noticed is there's a police car blocking the entrance ramp to the highway. And I said, wow, there must be some wreck up ahead or something. And John said, oh, baby, this is for us. This is all for us.
John Maynard realizes his freedom is under attack. The question is, how far will he go to fight for it? Coming up, a white-knuckled ride could prove deadly.
He cut left, shot across the median, and then we all turned and went across the median.
Everything was like slow motion, and I couldn't hear anything. It was this weird kind of vortex I was in.
And then, what Toby has to say now to those she hurt?
So many people feel betrayed by you.
With Dateline continuing.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur and can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicine without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
At Consumer Cellular, we pride ourselves in giving you fast, reliable nationwide coverage at up to half the cost of the leading carriers. But don't worry, we've got more than that going for us.
New customers who buy any phone get 2 months of service free when you sign up by July 31st. Call or go online to switch today.
Shingles doesn't care, but Shingles protects. Only Shingles is proven over 90% effective. Shingles is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingles does not protect everyone who's not diagnosed with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome is observed after getting shingles. Explains more common side effects of pain, redness, and swelling, injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Ask your doctor about Shingles today.
Actually, Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Don't miss this mattress hot buys now only $7.99, and get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Designed by Ashley Fleet mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop Northfield in store and online.
It's more than body wash. It's a rich lather, gentle on skin. It's that clean, hydrated feeling that happens. Some good self-care. So there's more to it.
There's
This